It's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go, baby. Return over. Get that ball. Get that ball. Joker, 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 joker.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Going right side, he has Winton. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Alert! 53 to Mike. Hey, wahoo! Who that? 53 to Mike. 53, check 53.
Throwing now is Allen. He's looking long, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up first and 10.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Kill, kill, kill.
Now a man in his 13th NFL season, it's Adrian Peterson. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
54. Let's go, D.
And he will go down, a Cowboys sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Third down, here's Haskins. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Completes it right side to Doxson. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, 1 set, 1 set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Check. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Wow.
Haskins back to the air. Throw left side complete. It's Quinn. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. They'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Ready. 15 on it. 15 on it. Hey, eat. Get ready.
This is Chris Thompson in his 7th season now as a Redskin. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right. Around the 13.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Cowboys' 13-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. They will find Davis on the left side, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held them to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at them with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. Adrian Peterson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 23 yards, the final tally. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. That one complete to Elliott. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9.
56, Mike, 56. Watch the back, Hey, Alpha. 56, the mark, boy, 56. Check 56. Hey, tighten down.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
First down.
Let's get it in. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 5 wide. Stop. 53, Mike. 2 is it?
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and that'll bring up 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, this is Geis. Jalen Smith, who took a huge step forward last year, in on the tackle for Dallas.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got you.
Second down, Haskins.
Here we go.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Intended that time for Cooper, and it's 3rd down.
Bravo. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Watch the run. 56 to Mike. 52. To Mike. Hey, check. We go.
From the gun, Allen trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Take it at the 37. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 8.
The Redskins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while. What
it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Allen dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On second and 10, Allen, he lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
You got it! You got it! Ha-ha! You got it!
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
53, check 53. I got one.
They'll run it with Elliott. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. On first down, Allen flushed out right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So now they'll come up on second and 10, once again from the 28. And here's Allen. Going to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain there of 21 yards.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Brings up second and goal at the 8-yard line.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Ain't no such thing. Hey, hold. Check. Hey, two. Check. 53.
To throw, it's Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
A lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
Tight. We got hey, high 7. 51. Hey, let's get this. Right here, guys. Fight.
Allen operating from the gun. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The kick by Maher is good. Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move, the Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League, where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
They start the second half with a run by Geis. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd down and 4. Haskins, throw left side, complete. That's Richardson. 11 yards there, 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Big stop, let's go.
Now a handoff, Geis going right. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
No chance.
Now Haskins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Redskins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Ready. 44 Mike. Check. Let's go.
Now Haskins on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Let's go now. Take the Pittsburgh. I got one.
Back to the ground game now with Geis. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Ready. HT data. Come on. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
From the gun, it's Haskins. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Redskins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Set. 60 out long. Check tight.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Dwayne Haskins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Around 80. Go. Pass. Go. I got it.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Being chased out left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it and making the plays.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Ryan Kerrigan, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
3rd and 14.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, box truck.
Now Allen to throw. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Ryan Kerrigan in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable here from the 38. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. The tackle by Robert Quinn.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Haskins to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Smith. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Mike. 53, Mike. Get that quarterback at all costs.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
53 check that.
Operating from the gun. Allen. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That is 3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Allen going to go on 4th down. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Alert! 51, Mike 51.
From the gun, Allen. Forced out to his left. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Buying time to his left. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
53, Mike 53. I got him. Mike 53. 53, Mike. Hey, watch, alert. 53 the Mike.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Let's get it in. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. We go. Mike 53. We go.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd down. Allen now, operating from the gun. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And a field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Here I come.
Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. The quick slant caught, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming. Wahoo! I got it!
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs.
Come on, sack. Come on. 70 ending. Check. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
They start on the ground with Geis. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The Redskins on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Now a give. Right side, it's Geis. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Tressway now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Here's Austin. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Round 80. We own it. We own it.
Allen now on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Monte Nicholson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Guys showing he's going to be an important part of this Redskin backfield as he's in there again for first down. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Washington, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at